Hi Taurus, this is your forecast for the month of May 2017. This is a general reading for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, or Taurus Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. You can watch your reading in 3 different ways: the full extended monthly, or for just the energy influence, watch the brief, or if you prefer, watch the weekly for the upcoming week. Weeklies also make it easy for you to review information you may have forgotten in the full reading. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Google+, and Instagram. Please also check out my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/on-demand/finding-love for monthly love readings. Now, the 3rd week of May, you have this 3 of Pentacles, and this card is emphasized by virtue of it falling in this week slot. So this is about working with others, cooperating. Now, maybe last week you were dealing with people at a distance. Maybe you were dealing with traveling or world affairs, perhaps even the internet, foreign influences of some sort. This is a week of coming together with others and using your talents to the best of your ability. You could have the chance to earn some type of money or grow professionally this week. Maybe you get some type of financial boost, or there's a boost in your status. Maybe you get a promotion. If you're in school, maybe you get good grades this week. You finally get that certification or that degree or whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish. This week could involve learning something new, or honing your skills or your craft in some way. And there could be a focus on getting assistance or doing work for others. And again, some of you could even be changing your residence. Some of you are going to be involved in some type of conference or face-to-face meeting or an interview, but you're meeting with others. And you're going over some things because you've got this view now of the big picture. You know the weak spots, you know what the strengths are, you know what's working, you know what needs to be cut. And because you have this big understanding of what's going on, this is a good week if you have been, putting in the time, working on something. This is the week to let it go, put it out there, launch it. Something that you've been planning, whether that's establishing, a job, a pursuit, a project, a relationship. It's time to take that to the next level. And in fact, this could be a week of breakthroughs for you. You could get some kind of brilliant ideas, some sudden inspiration, some kind of insight. Something you're involved in could suddenly take off this week. Now, this could also be a week where there's an unexpected visitor or news, and we have that connection last week for the world and traveling. So if you were hesitant last week to wrap some things up, this could be the week for you to finish some things, to conclude a project, your studies, a situation, because again, you know the essence of it. You know what's desirable about your situation, and you know what is no longer working for you. And for others of you, again, there was this focus on the financial, and you have decided that this is a period where you want to focus on saving your money rather than spending it. Now, for some of you, if you were having difficulty, if you were stagnating, stuck in that rut, it could be that this week you're still dissatisfied. Maybe you don't have the work that you want, or you have been passed over for something that you felt you deserved. This could be a week where you lack direction, or whatever you're putting out there is just not hitting the mark. In fact, there's a lack of ambition that's driving a half-hearted effort on your part. For some of you, there's a delay, or maybe there's something that you don't know. You're missing something, some knowledge, some skill, or there's just the lack of opportunity. And you may be dealing with the ramifications of that. You may be being criticized or passed over or demoted in some way. Now, for some of you, this isn't anything to do with your skills necessarily. In fact, you could be overqualified in a situation. Some of you are dissatisfied because there's this excessive concern and focus for getting the recognition or the approval that you seek, or upping your social status in some way. You are probably thinking that a situation or a person is holding you back and keeping you from getting what is rightfully yours and what you deserve, especially if you are dealing with a lot of people who have a lot of demands and who are insecure or unprepared to deal with life. This could be a week for those of you in those kinds of situations where there are accusations, passing back and forth. Somebody could be misrepresenting themselves, whether that's emotionally or financially, but those accusations are on the table. And if you've got all these loose ends to tie up and personalities to deal with, then obviously this is not the week to deal with starting something new. This is a week to wrap up old things. And if you're traveling, you can expect that your travel is going to be complicated, frustrating, and probably more expensive than you had hoped. So this is a week for you to not be impulsive, to think things carefully. There may be a tendency for some of you to want to goof off, to not follow through on something. And so this is a week to stay the course.